Hello and welcome to this training about paging through large TCC datasets manually. What you will learn in this video are opening a script in TCC, adding paging to a TCC script, and manually paging through the TCC results. Let's begin. All right, so if you've been provided or developed a TCC script that gives you a good listing of an item in Taleo, and then when you run it one time, you get an error stating that too many records were returned. Paging could be the solution to your problem. All right, so let's say we had, 200,000 candidates in your system, and you wanted to run a simple candidate query like this. It has, it just gives us the candidate number, the employee number, and the email address. If you had 250,000 candidates in your system and tried to run it, you would get an error saying that you had exceeded the maximum entities allowed, or the maximum records allowed for a single TCC query. So the way to get around that is in the query, on the general tab, in the advanced list here, you click on the ... and you can turn on paging. So you do paging size. Let's just, for this sample, let's do a page of size of 10. And you'll also need to specify the actual page index of the page you want to pull out with this particular run. So what we'll do is we'll add a new variable with the add button there. We'll type in page index. Since we'll want the first page, we'll type 1. All right, then we run this using the config file that's associated with it. You don't have to change the config file, so we're going to run this config file. See, it's running, it sent it, look for it, and it actually received, and everything ran fine. So let's look here. We should see the file there. So this is the file that contains those 10 records. Let's open it and see. All right, so we see that we have 10 records, and it has the candidate number, the employee number, and their email address. So you can see this is 10,020 to 10,037. Let's run it again for the second page. Back to the query, open this, say page 2. Save it, and then run the config file again. All right, let's pull up the new file. See that it now continues from where the previous one left off at 10,037, 10,040, and goes through another 10 records. You don't have to do 10 as the value. We could change that to 1,000 if we wanted to, but then we'd have to start the paging index over again. So we're at 1,000. Now we just want the first page. Hit OK. Save. Run it again. Oops. I think I opened the wrong one. Yeah, I opened the wrong one. So this one here, you can see it's the larger one. This should have the 1,000 records in it. See that there are 1,000 records selected here. It has the same information as before, the email, employee ID, and the candidate ID. And then if we wanted to run the second 1,000, we could change that page index again and run it again. That concludes this training. It's a very simple process. Look for you in the next training. Thank you very much. Bye.